So this is your October 2016 reading. It includes both your love as well as your general forecast. The first card that comes up, which is your archetypal energy surrounding for you this month, is to look at the lighter side of life and situations, to rediscover your sense of humor and to play. This is one of your central themes in your reading this month, is that playing again, taking a lighter attitude towards life because you've become a bit too heavy in your outlook, too burdened. It's a natural culmination of the last few months, if not the last few years, that we've had these incredibly heavy alignments. We've really been knocked about a bit, had all our sharp corners thoroughly sledge-hammered off. Getting tongue twisted here. So it's not surprising that many of us are left with this heavy outlook and probably with having lost almost the memory or the ability to play any longer. But this card is saying, just bring out your sense of humor again. Scorpios have the most amazing sense of humor when they do decide to use it. So bring out that sense of humor again, see the lighter side in life, and play. You've been given an order from the universe this month, play. What better advice could you ask for? Then the second card that comes up says that you also a little bit too bogged down by life in general. You have too much on your plate, too much happening at once, you're worrying too much. And this says that you need some quiet time alone so that you could let go of all those distractions, so that you can switch off the television, switch off your mobile devices, all of them, and just have some quiet time so that you can actually make choices and decisions about where to go to next. A lot of your turmoil and a lot of your anxiety is because you're not finding a direct path forward, because so much is going on in your life that it is messing quite badly with your thought patterns, with your direction of thought. And that's another thing Scorpios really need, is to be able to sit down quietly and sort through their thoughts. If they don't get that opportunity, they tend to get somewhat cranky and they definitely forget how to play. Now, your challenges for this month is not to give up on a certain partnership or relationship. It can be a romantic partnership, but it can also be a business or platonic friendship that is taking a bit of strain at the moment, most likely due to the clutter and the noise in your mind, okay? And this card is saying don't give up on it, because resolution will be found and that partnership or relationship will go back to its former equilibrium. So also try not to take out your frustrations on that partnership or relationship, okay? Because the next card does speak about you being at odds with somebody, a partner. You seem to have opposing views, opposing goals at any given time, and you're finding it particularly frustrating. And this card says what this is really about is that there's inner turmoil, and it's manifesting on the outside. So that turmoil within you is now manifesting in your relationships. You're finding people don't agree with you. They're not wanting to do the same thing as you. They're not seeing things the way you do. But it is that inner turmoil. And this too shall pass, okay? You will find direction. You will get clarification on where you're meant to go. It comes up later in the reading. You will see it. So try to find that quiet time. That's going to be your saving grace at the moment. Now, your opportunities for this month are very nice. Your luck is going to turn when someone shows you appreciation or admiration for either just who you are or for something that you are doing. Then they're going to wait patiently for you to respond to that in whichever way is suitable to your story. So this could be a new romantic partner. For a lot of you, it is a man. So for those of you who would want a man as a romantic partner in your life, that is who is showing up at the moment. It's a male. It's a masculine energy showing up. Most likely a man. So it could be a new romantic partner. He is going to show you that he likes you. He's going to show his interest. Then he'll wait for you to respond. This is a turn of luck. It could be a new business partner. It could be just someone that helps you out with this decision or this turmoil that you're dealing with. But he will admire you and in so doing help you deal with whatever it is that you have in your life. It'll bring about a turn of luck. This turn of luck is showing up in so many readings this month. There's definitely a turn of luck. And this probably has to do with Jupiter that has just moved into Libra. In other words, it has moved house and sign for most of you. And that is where you're experiencing this turn of luck now. Then your love and relationships. This can be your platonic, your friendships, your partnerships, as well as your romantic relationships. Now, once again, that card is showing up. That Queen of Bedlam card is about when your partner starts driving you nuts. They're doing the same thing over and over again. It's small things, but suddenly you just cannot take it anymore. It's freaking your bean out. And this card is saying, do yourself a favor, go and fetch a kitchen sponge, get a pair of scissors, and cut it up into tiny little pieces. It's actually the description used in this card. It's brilliant. And as you're cutting each little piece, just let that frustration sort of steam out of you. Okay? It's just one of those things. It's par with the course. When life gets tricky and when it gets a bit trying, because not of what it is now. This is a culmination of what has built up over the last few years with those really heavy alignments we've been going through. It's sort of just like gathered in now. And your head isn't quiet. There's too much happening there. So what other people around you do is now just grating on your nerves, basically. So cut that kitchen sponge up. Really, it's going to help. Because the next card then says that you will start to see clarity. You will have clarity. It is coming. Because some kind of good surprise is going to show up. And along with that comes the clarity. So illumination will come. There is another eclipse late. No, the eclipses were late. That's right. There was a late eclipse in September, around about the middle of September. And those eclipses can continue for 6 months afterwards. I can't help thinking this has something to do with the eclipse. So I'm thinking that the illumination from that eclipse may come at a later stage, and I think it may be coming now. You might suddenly see something from a different perspective, or somebody might show a different side of themselves, and with that comes clarity and illumination, and some kind of good surprise. There's definitely a surprise coming in for you guys this month, and it looks like it's a good one that will bring you clarity. So just hang in there. It's going to be good. Now, the other thing that you are dealing with in your partnerships and relationships is addictions. I have a feeling this is you yourself, Scorpio. Now, addictions is not just necessarily misuse of substance. It can also be an addiction to perhaps a bit too much drama, perhaps to doing things in a certain way, to having things in your life. These are always to do with childhood issues. They needn't be serious, but when you were little and things happened and you didn't understand them, they stuck in your brain. They could have been tiny, inconsequential if you were an adult, but as a child, they impacted on you. So whatever that addiction is, be it smoking, be it alcohol, be it substance abuse, if that is what it is, or if it's other things, if you had an addiction to whatever it is, know that this is impacting as well on what you are discovering in your partnerships or relationships. It's causing a lot of that turmoil. That's manifesting on the outside in your partnerships and relationships. It's always good to know, because then you can take action however you see fit to deal with it. And then the last card that shows up there says, be loyal to what you know is true and good. It is a test of your character. So ultimately, this is all a test of your character. If you do what is right, and you know what is good, and you are loyal to that within your character, you shall pass this test with flying colours. Your general forecast says you are about to open Pandora's box. So that can go either way. You can either be hugely elated and excited at what you have discovered, or you can wish you had never opened that box. That's what Pandora's box is about. But the next card says the way around this, the universe will always provide you with a way around this, is to pay attention, close attention. That's listening again. That's twice you've had a listening card. Find quiet time to yourself. Still that inner chatter. You need to still the inner chatter and listen to the guidance that then comes your way. It needn't be hours, it can be a few minutes twice a day. The other thing to do is pay attention to omens and signs because they will be guiding you too. When you open Pandora's box, you are never left to your own devices. You will get guidance and help, especially from your guardian angels. Let me tell you, when you open Pandora's box, they come running from every corner of the million universes out there. Just pay attention. They will be guiding you what to do next so that it can result in a happy surprise. Because your guidance card then says, a decision once taken will be followed by unwavering action. In other words, once you have opened that Pandora's box, the decision is made. It is now open. You cannot close it again. Remember, that is the fable. You cannot close that box once it is open. But that does not mean that the motion or the decisions or the actions you take from then onward cannot end well. They can, providing you listen to your inner guidance and you take that action which is loyal and true to what is right within your character. Then you will have a wonderful surprise. The final guidance card then says, your outlook in life has become too burdened and heavy. Libra also had this as an outcome card. Once again, I say this is because of what everybody has endured in the last 4 to sometimes some of you it's 9 years. But mostly the last 4 have been very trying. So we tend to have an outlook which says, well, this is not going to end well, or this is going to go badly again, or we tend to see the heavier side of life. And by now, if you watch my readings, you will know, I will say, well, then that's what will manifest in your life. This card says, release that outlook. You have enough, and you will always have enough. The tide has turned. You will always have enough. Right, Scorpio, so if you would like a personal reading and we can have a look at that Pandora's box and see what's going to come out of it, you can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com. You can also book a reading via the website. Both URLs or web addresses are now showing up on the owl picture. Or equally, you can do something fun and very affordable. If you have your own tarot deck, choose 3 or 5 cards. I read them for you for a very small fee. It's thoroughly enjoyable. I'm really enjoying doing those readings. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you very much for watching and listening.